Hi, Andrew Holden here from Auckland, New Zealand. And, it was with mixed emotions that I read the breaking news in Vascular News yesterday of the FDA update on paclitaxel-coated devices and the concern regarding excess mortality. The FDA now stating that the body of evidence indicated that there is no excess mortality associated with paclitaxel-coated devices in peripheral arterial disease. And not only that, they asked industry to remove any labeling suggesting an excess mortality and remove the requirement of physicians to discuss excess mortality with patients receiving these technologies. I said mixed emotions. They're really one of excitement, one of pride, and also one of being challenged. I'm very excited because globally now patients can really benefit from these drug-coated devices. One of the things we often debated over the last 3 years or so was the validity of the original meta-analysis. But prior to that, we had a huge body of evidence that clearly showed that paclitaxel-coated devices were associated with much better durability of our endovascular treatment, lower incidence of restenosis, and therefore lower incidence of reintervention. And the sad fact is that hundreds of thousands or even millions of patients since 2019 have had unnecessary reinterventions and associated morbidity and even mortality with that. Now we can look forward to an era where that no longer occurs. I mentioned pride because I feel very proud to have been part of a group of physicians and industry leaders who have really worked tirelessly and collectively to achieve and collect the data that was needed to convince the FDA to make this update that they recently have. I can't think of another time in my career where physicians and industry leaders have worked so tirelessly and responsibly to really achieve such a good outcome. So I'm very proud of that. And finally, I feel challenged. We often think of the cost to patients of this meta-analysis finding, but also the cost to industry and research. It's no doubt that our ability to advance these technologies has been halted for a number of years. This has cost companies and physicians a huge amount of time and resource. And I'm glad that we now are approaching an era where we can see ongoing development. But there are also other challenges. We've learned that trial design can be improved. And we've also learned to reassess the value of meta-analyses, particularly when we're trying to assess endpoints that aren't the primary endpoints in these meta-analyses. And this potentially can do real harm. So overall, I'm very excited to see this announcement. I'd like to thank the FDA for having the courage of making such a clear announcement, and the future is looking a whole lot brighter. Thanks very much.